Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Small Business Expo. My name is Katan, and we're here with the lovely founder of MJ's Teas and Custom Designs, Miriam Jackson. Thank you for joining us, MJ.
Hello, thank you for having me. How are you today?
Absolutely. I'm making things happen. I'm being productive, right?
All right, all
Um,
right.
yeah.
That's good
But
enough. That's good enough.
I did want to take a pause before we get started on our Small Business Expo. And look, it's gonna have to be good enough, baby, because depending on what it is, that's all I got. You
I get
know,
it. I get it.
it's
I
just
get
one of them
it.
days.
I get
Uh,
it.
I did want to start off first and say thank you, MJ, for sponsoring our Boss Babe Business Show. And I wanted to just
Thank you.
briefly take a moment and share your website and your phone number. I know you have some updates for us, so guys, stay tuned because she will have some information. But if you wanted to contact her, you can go to mjsteesandcustomdesigns.com. You can also go to 229-234-2741. Reach out there for your custom apparel. So now that we've done our quick little shout out,
Ooh, ooh.
let's get into these products. I'm excited. What you got for us?
Since the last time we appeared here on the expo, it's been a minute. We
It has
gotta.
been a
It's
minute.
been a while since we popped up on the
She
expo, and
said
I
wild.
while, and I need to make sure that I do better on that. That's me. That is all me. But when you got to pay to play, you got to pay to play.
Look, but I mean, you when it comes to visibility and putting yourself on those different platforms, you always done a great job of that. So
Thank you, thank you. It is a blessing to be able to um sit and do this. So first off, thank you for the platform because the platform is amazing, and I always want to make sure that I give my flowers where I can. Oh, I about to say it's gonna act up on us this time
right, I
too,
was like, don't do
because I was waiting to see what was it gonna do. What was it gonna do? Trying not to
that.
behave too hard. Not trying not to behave.
I was like,
You
please
know,
don't today.
let's not cut up right now. Not right now. We'll save that for later.
Not
Anyway,
today.
so since the last time that we have been here on the expo, and since the last time we spoke, we have made some changes to some of the things on our website. The
Okay.
biggest changes that we have made to the items on our website is we are no longer calling our logoed apparel swag bundles. We're now calling it's now a part of the drip collection.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so it is a business drip collection. The collection is still practically the same. We've made some changes to it, but we're gonna get into detail about that here just a few. Um, the biggest change that we made to the drip collection is we've taken out the option of hats. Now, before you say, "Oh, you're no longer selling hats," I'm still selling hats. I just don't have them in the pre-made bundles anymore. Okay.
Okay.
So if a person wants a hat, so say a male wants to purchase a hat, they can always build their own bundle or they can always purchase a hat individually. They're no longer in the pre-made bundles. And the reason why I made that decision is because I think as much as a hat is great for some people, a lot of the people that I'm interacting with are here in the South.
Hmm.
Depending on which state you are in the South, it may or may not get cold enough for a hat.
Okay.
So I won't say there's no point, but I would say that slot in that collection can be better used for something that I know for sure a business owner would use.
Okay.
So we replaced the hats in the pre-made bundles with the
And
polo. With the
okay.
polos.
Let me put you on full screen so I can just share this in our communities and let everybody know we're doing that expo because this is
Yes.
really good. Hold on a second. I think I can take myself off or and still you can still hear me though, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
So, just to recap, we've taken the hats out of the pre-made bundles, and we are now adding the polos to the pre-made bundles. Okay. Now, the naming of the bundles have changed as well. So, for example, we went from, and I can't remember all the names off the top of my head, but I will say, oh, there it is, the business swag duo. So we went from the business swag duo to the launch drip duo. Now, in the launch drip duo, where we had a hat and a short sleeve shirt before, you now get your short sleeve shirt and your polo. Okay. So with that change in the items, of course, the price had to change as well. All right. So the business drip, give me 1 second. Let me make sure I get the
Oh yeah,
information
take your
correct.
time. I'm pulling up your website while you're doing that.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So where is it? Okay. So the launch drip duo is going to be your short sleeve shirt. So if you're doing a pop up shop, you may not necessarily want to wear a polo. You'll still be able to get your short sleeve shirt and your polo. Your polo is going to be more for your networking events. That duo is going to start now at $55. Okay. Now it can go up in price because that will be the price that starts at the small to extra large, and then 2X and above goes up. Okay. But it starts at $55. Now, just to give you a little breakdown of, because when you go to the website, you'll see two different prices. Let me explain. Okay. So this right here, this one right here, I'm going to use this for reference here. This is the original logo colors.
It
So
looks so
in this part,
good.
what'd you say?
Oh no, I said it looks so good. I like
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. So in this process, this one is the original logo colors. This means that I am simply taking the logo that you have given me, I'm sending it off site, and I'm going to put it on your apparel. So this is the colors that you have already designed with your graphic designer, or you designed yourself, you're a DIY designer. And I'm just going to use that to represent your brand. So when you see the $55 to $70, this is going to be the $55 version, depending on your size. Okay. This is original logo colors. Now, if you have a logo where you can do a single vinyl color, that can be done. And this is what single vinyl color is going to look like. Let me get my life together over here. Okay. This is going to be single vinyl color. Okay. The process is still going to lead you to a very great and a product, an amazing product that you want to wear on your body. It's just how do we get to that point? Okay. Now, if you send me your logo, and this is one of the things that I think makes me a little bit different than others. If you send me your logo and you say, hey, I think I want to see this in vinyl, can you do this in vinyl? And you have a logo that is a little bit more intricate, or a logo that has a lot of different colors, where I feel like I would be doing you a disservice by doing it in single vinyl, I'm going to tell you, do not make that purchase yet. Do it in your original logo colors. And the reason why I would tell you to do that is because we want you to be proud of what you are putting on your body. We want you to be proud of the items that you are getting from our shop. And if I'm not feeling it, I wouldn't put you in it. I think a lot of people just say, "Oh yeah, we can do it," knowing it don't look right. We're not doing that over here. We're not doing that over here. So, if your logo is one that I think will look better in its original state, I'm going to tell you to go for the original logo colors. Now, I would tell you that, and the reason why I would tell you that is because single vinyl and your original logo colors, there's a $15 difference. There's a $15 difference in me doing your single vinyl and then me doing your original logo colors, with your single vinyl being the higher price. So if I'm telling you to go back to your original logo colors and just go for that, food for thought, you might want to listen. Just saying. Okay. Now, the drip duo, the launch drip duo, is $55 to $70, depending on if you want to do your original logo colors or your single vinyl color. Now, we have added a new collection to the website. Now, this collection is called the Networking Drip Starter. Okay. In the Networking Drip Starter, you would get your polo, you would get your short sleeve shirt, so your networking shirt for networking events, your shirt for pop up shops, and you would also get your logo notebook. Okay. Now, this one is on the smaller side. This is going to be the one that's included in the price of the networking drip starter. If you wish to purchase a bigger size notebook, we can absolutely do that, but there will be an upcharge. Okay. Can absolutely do it, but it will be an upcharge. Now, the networking drip starter is starting at $79.99. Okay. And then $94.99 if you wish to do it in your single vinyl colors. Now you're probably thinking, MJ, how can you do single vinyl colors on a notebook? It can be done. It can be done. Okay. But if you wish to do that, you can. You do have your options. And then your pricing would change depending on the sizing of your apparel. Okay. So if you are purchasing a 2X or beyond, there will be an upcharge for that. Okay. Just want to throw that out there for you, for those who might be interested. Okay. Now we have the network and drip starter. We have um, the launch duo. And again, we still have our build your own, so you can still do that as well. Now we have our drip builder trio, which starts at $85. Now the trio comes with your short sleeve shirt, your polo, and your long sleeve shirt. So this is now we're getting ready to go into the later summer, early fall, where that temperature may be changing. It might be time for us to consider a long sleeve shirt. So those start at $85 and go to 100 depending on your sizing. Okay, again, original logo colors or single vinyl colors is available to you. Next up, we have the full drip quad. Now, the full drip quad comes with your short sleeve t shirt, your polo shirt, your long sleeve shirt, and your crew neck sweatshirt. That starts at 135. Okay, and can go up depending on sizing and your logo colors. Now, and I'm very happy for this one. Okay, let me make sure let me get it up here. I'm very happy for this one. Our ultimate drip collection, Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss. The ultimate drip collection starts at 260, but you get everything in that bundle. You get everything. You get your polo, short sleeve, long sleeve, crew neck sweatshirt, hoodie, notebook, and I think I forgot to put it on the picture, you do get your hat. Okay, so you get everything in the Ultimate Drip Collection that starts at 260 and can go up depending on your pricing. Okay, now I feel like there's one that I missed.
It's a pretty hefty bundle though. And
Isn't
it
it?
Yeah, and it's very convenient because the thing about and I'll come back on. Let me see if I can bring on for this one. So the thing about shopping with vendors, apparel vendors, custom vendors that a lot of people may not know or experience until they start looking is that a lot of vendors have a minimum required quantity for one item. So you
Mm,
want a t-shirt with your logo and you may want a book with your logo, but you can't get both without purchasing the minimum required quantity. So you would have to pay for 20 notebooks and you'd have to pay for 20 shirts just to be able to get both of them with a lot of vendors. So
a
to
lot
have
of
a
vendors,
vendor
that's true.
where yeah, where you're able to go and you can get a shirt, you can mix and match which items you want. It's a really amazing benefit and it's not anything negative when it comes to those vendors because the reason why it requires the minimum required quantity is because of how expensive it can be for printing these items. So if you're wanting to mix and match, it now costs more money because it's not going to cost the same to have a notebook printed from one factory or source versus
Mhm.
a notebook, a shirt, a hoodie, things like that. So that's a part of the reason why it is expensive for anyone out there shopping with vendors. But when you find vendors that are real and credible, who give you that flexibility, really take advantage while you can because it's not something that is always available consistently. And
Mhm.
when people say that it is available, some cases they're not real, like it is too good to be true. So when you're shopping with vendors and you feel like, oh, I can get this and I can get that, and the price is this and it's so cheap, sometimes it is too good to be true. In this case, MJ's Tees and Custom Designs is a verified and credible business listed in our directory. So this is a real professional in front of us on camera. She's US based. Not that they have to be US based because we have, international clients. But for MJ, she's based in the US and you can see her on camera. You can visit her website. You can learn more about her through interviews. We have a blog interview with her. So this is a legitimate vendor where you have that flexibility and the price
Mhm.
point way different because when you go to Alibaba, if you go to these online places that maybe you're trying to get in bulk, you're gonna have to usually spend a minimum of probably around $100 to $200 just for the shipping, because the shipping is expensive now, depending on
Shipping
where
is
it's coming from.
crazy. Shipping
Yeah,
is crazy.
it's crazy. Listen,
Mhm.
me and MJ already had this talk because I was shipping out her content creation box, but shipping is wild right now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
wild. So
Shipping is crazy right
yeah,
now.
it's
Like,
wild. And so when you're getting
ugh.
custom items, if you don't find a local vendor, you're going to pay that price for shipping. And then even when you find local vendors, sometimes they do have a required minimum purchase. So like you might want that shirt, but you got to get that shirt at least 10 times, or you got to buy that shirt 20 times. And those are still on the lower and forgiving sides. There are
Mhm.
vendors where you are required to purchase a minimum of 50 of an item before you can have that item printed out. And you can order a sample with some vendors, but you still have to purchase the minimum requirement for you to get maximum. Like if you want to get more than one shirt, like you want two shirts, you're going to have to just purchase 20 or 50 or 30 or whatever that minimum requirement is with said vendors. And there's
Right.
options everywhere. So you got the options, but it's just about the time. And here you have a vendor that they're legitimate. You don't have to worry about the time of researching if they're real. They're giving you the flexibility to be able to find multiple items. Like that's an amazing thing. So I just wanted to throw that in there for people that are new to the merchandising, vendor feel, because it
Yeah.
might sound like it's just something normal that you would think like, oh yeah, I can mix and match, but you can't
Mm,
always mix and
you can't
match.
always mix and match.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about, now some people may think, okay, well, I don't think I need all of that and I want to go and purchase it individually. We do have that option. On the website, you're going to look for the, let me make sure I get the terminology right. We just changed our terminology on our business drip. So we want to make sure that we're giving you the correct wording. So
Uh-huh.
let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. There it is. So if you're looking just to purchase one item individually and you are not ready for a set yet, you want to look for the individual business essentials. Okay. The individual business essential is going to allow you to purchase what you want to purchase individually. Now let's talk about these individual prices. Okay.
Okay.
Because I can assure you it's going to make more sense for you to get a bundle.
Hmm.
Just get a bundle. Okay.
Usually bundles are the better deal.
Usually bundles are the better deal. Now,
Normally.
if you are, let's look at the launch drip duo. Okay. The short sleeve shirt and the polo. Now, on our website, individually, if you are purchasing those two items, you're looking at starting at $68. You're starting at $68. The short sleeve shirt starts at 30. The polo starts at 38 versus you getting, oh hey balloons, versus you getting the duo starting at 55. So you want to look at, which one is going to make the most sense for you. And for me, a bundle will always make sense because, I love my logos that I'm going to put that on everything anyway. So would consider the I would consider the bundles. Okay. Now, again, if you're not looking for a bundle, you may not be ready for that. That's fine. Let's run down the pricing on the items. So you have your short sleeve shirt that starts at 30. You have your long sleeve shirt that starts at 35. Okay. You have your crew neck, which is the one without the hood, that would start at 40. Your hoodie would start at 50. Okay. Your notebook that you would use if you wanted a notebook would be $21. And I need to add that here to the essentials. Okay. And then your hat would be 15. So if you're looking for a better way to not only get all of your items that you will need and want, but want to save a little bit on your wallet, I would highly suggest that you go with a bundle. Okay. Pick one. Now, again, you can always build your own bundle. Let's just say, for example, you're looking for something um in a drip starter duo that's not already in the duo. You want to make your own duo. That's completely fine. You are more than welcome to do that. Okay. Now, if you were to go on ahead and choose that, and your first item was your polo, and your second item was your long sleeve shirt, okay, And let's do that right quick. In the build your own, you are looking at $65 if you are building your own drip starter duo. Or you can always go to one that's already pre-made and go with the pricing from there. So it just depends on what you're looking for. But if there's something that you're looking for that's not already in the pre-made bundle, we are more than welcome to consider the build your own options. They work for everybody. We structured this to make sure that it fits the needs of everyone, which is why we took the hats out of the pre-made bundles. Because while hats are great, again, hats are great. A lot of people are here in the South, they may not like a hat.
Yeah.
Okay? They can always purchase a hat individually. They can always build their own business drip collection if they want to. But in the pre-made, that's what we have in the pre-made. I did see as I was talking about all this, I need to go back in and add another one. So we will be adding another drip set to the collection. Just rock with me. Just rock with me. Just rock
Okay.
with me.
So
So
oh, what
that's
were you gonna say?
that's some of the changes that we have made to the business drip. Now we do also, since we were talking about buying multiple quantities of a t-shirt, we do have now the team drip bundles. Now the
Hmm.
team drip bundles replaced the 5-pack and the 10-pack of t-shirts. We have made this one really, really nice, if I must say so myself. Now, before, let me explain. Before we sat down and we made these changes, it was just a 5-pack or a 10-pack of t-shirts.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can do a 5-pack of t-shirts or a 5-pack of polos.
Hmm. Okay.
You can do a 10-pack of t-shirts or a 10-pack of polos.
Okay. That is awesome.
Listen, we when I tell you, me and Tisha had a great conversation. We had a great conversation. Yeah. And for nobody who knows who Tisha is in my life, Tisha is an outside source.
I cannot with you. She's talking about
Tisha's an outside in my life.
uh,
Tisha's an
we had to
outside.
clarify because we have more than one Tisha in our community.
Yes, yes,
So we
yes. And
have
when I
a
was asked
Tisha, our
that question, I was like,
directory
I
member.
forgot we
We have
had
Tisha.
Tisha's.
Yeah, yeah. Do we have Tisha? I think we have a guest from either Soft Girl Sunday or one of our events named Tisha, and then we have Tisha in our directory members. So,
Yes.
clarify
So
for everybody.
yes,
Um,
but my Tisha that I'm talking about specifically is an outside source. And we had great conversation. Um,
oh my god.
Tisha helped me with these decisions and these prices. And I do also, let's talk about the prices of those. So if you're looking for 5 um, short sleeve shirts, if you want the essential t-shirts, your t-shirts are going to start at 125. Okay. They start at 125. The pricing goes up depending on the size of the item. Now, the reason why I did this way is because not everybody's going to wear a 3XL. There is no point in charging you for 5 3XLs if you only need one.
Yeah, that's good.
So each you can choose when you go into the Team Drip bundle, you can choose each size. So if you need 2 smalls, 2 mediums, and a 3X, you will pay for 2 smalls, 2 mediums, and a 3X. We're not charging you, for 5 3Xs and you don't need 5 3Xs. Okay. Polos. The essential polos are going to start at 175. Okay. So again, will go up depending on the sizing of the item. So 125 for your 5 t-shirt pack for your team drip t-shirts, 175 for your team drip polos. Okay. Now the 10 packs are going to start at 250 for your 10 pack of t-shirts and 300 for your team pack of polos.
Okay.
Again, pricing will fluctuate depending on the sizing. But if you need 10 smalls, you would pay the base price. If you need 5 smalls, 5 mediums, you would pay the biggest price. If you need 3 smalls, 4 mediums, 3 larges, base price. The only time that you would incur a price increase if you're going from a 2x up to a 5x.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you do have all the way up to
We
5x.
do offer all the way up to 5x. I forgot to say that. My
That's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a lot of flexibility because uh, sometimes with vendors, people struggle with. That's another thing. If you are new to reselling products, retail, or just selling in general, sometimes you will struggle with finding vendors that provide sizes from size small or extra small all the way up until 5x or even
bad.
3. So
Yeah.
what ends up happening is you have to go to one vendor to get size small through large printed, and then you have to go find another vendor to get size extra large through 3x or 5x printed. And so it can be a little bit, it can feel a little bit inconvenient for young or new entrepreneurs starting out. So it's cool when you find vendors that have that
It
size.
can it can be very inconvenient to have to shop 2, 3 different places because now you're no longer able to capitalize on that bulk spending that you were planning to do on one site, and you're gonna have to pay shipping for 3 different places.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to do research to find places that match each other because if you get one vendor where, let's say the white t-shirt is a V-neck, and then the other vendor you find the white t-shirt is a crew neck, you have to either sell two different items and make that clear to your customers so that they know when they're shopping, or you
Hmm.
have to go and try to find a whole new vendor. And so in this case, it's custom tees, which means that the flexibility might be a little bit better. But in general, when you're shopping retail, it can be an inconvenience. So that's a really great benefit. There was something else I was going to say. Hey, Tiffany, thanks for joining. I didn't even see your message pop up. How you
Hey,
doing? It's
hey.
Saturday. So, and shout out to Radiantly Crowned. Thank you so much for your
Woo-hoo.
resources. Yeah, we did free resources. We got MJ on there as well for her other business, Travel with MJ. We have Radiantly Crown where they're providing free items or free services. So for MJ, she has a free travel consult where you sit down and you learn about her brand. It's like a discovery session. So
Yeah,
it allows you
love
to learn,
discoveries.
yeah, before you make that commitment that you do want that travel research experience where she's going and creating that full plan for your vacation. And then for Tiffany, she has free life coaching sessions available for a limited amount of time. It's 30 minutes long and you pay with your opinion. So what you do is you get the session. After the session ends, you go and leave a review on her Google business page and you share how you felt after the session, and that's it.
Hmm.
So shout out to both of you ladies for that. They love the blog. So far, that's been a lot of traction. We're
Good.
we're gonna be at 10,000 views to the blog, and we're gonna be at 7,000 visitors soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
I know, go
That's
us.
amazing. Go us, y'all. Go us.
Um,
But
but yeah, so let's get back to you. I want to talk about. I want to ask you because I know that MJC's and Custom Designs, not really a spoiler alert, but just like a what to expect, will have like certain pages dedicated to specific T-shirts and themes to give that
yes.
yeah, that inspiration. So we know that you have right now, you have a theme dedicated to domestic abuse awareness, and you have a page theme dedicated to cancer awareness. So breast cancer awareness specifically. So
Yes.
with that being said, do you have an idea already of like the next pages that you're thinking about adding for inspiring people? Like, are there special events? Like, what do you?
Um,
Can we get a sneak peek
I,
of one?
we can do a sneak peek of one. I
I'm
know I
sorry, y'all.
definitely listen. She's doing this for research for
For
research purposes.
research purposes.
Yeah.
No, this time I really am though, because I have to
No, I know. um,
look. They don't
but if
believe me.
I
Girl.
had to, if I had to spoil one, I definitely know that Black History and Juneteenth. I want that to be on one page
Oh,
because they
yes.
kind of coincide with. They're kind of the same. They kind of coincide. So Black History Month, Juneteenth on one. If I can spoil one more, it would probably be. It would have to be Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mother's
I
Day,
like
Father's Day.
that. Yeah, we have a lot of moms. We have a lot of dads.
We
Okay.
do. We do. Mother's Day, Father's Day. Which is going to make me jump out of my box and, make more designs for the men. But
Mhm.
it's necessary because the women can always find something. It's hard for the men to find something uh,
Yes.
that's not what do I want to say?
It's hard in general. Like
It's
just
just hard.
yeah, like trying to find happy Father's Day items, and then also sometimes the fathers, they get a little bit forgotten because we have
They
Juneteenth
do.
for the
They
holiday,
do.
and it was always a big thing to do Mother's Day anyway. So
Yeah,
Father's
they
Day,
do.
like,
And then when you think about it, the men the women will wear almost any and every color across the rainbow. The men you have to be careful with because they're not going to wear any and every color across the rainbow. So, you got to be careful when you're designing for a male, um, the colors that they will wear, what will look right on them.
mhm.
Now I do have in my corner, I do have a male that will tell me, "Hey, no, that's not it," and I'll go back to the drawing board. I'm like, "Okay, well, what about this? Ah, that works." So I do have a male client in my life that will tell me, "No, ma'am, try again, not that color."
You got to do your
Um,
research.
but with that research has taught me, black, blue, gray, red. Okay, black, blue, gray, red, and white.
Okay, okay. I'm
It it
excited.
it's helped me. So I
Good.
know, and I do know this particular male, he will wear pink, but only on the breast cancer wearing his t-shirts because it's for a cause.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a lot of men is going to wear pink. Now some men, they are comfortable in wearing pink. Some men are comfortable but they don't want to, and then some men are just not comfortable.
Exactly. There's spectrums, and the thing
There's
is,
this there's levels
they
to
don't
this.
they don't get that representation equally because people, usually when Father's Day comes up, they have like a couple shirts, and then after that move on to the next holiday or something. So I love
And
the
then the
fact.
next holiday behind that is the fourth.
Which one? Oh, yeah,
After
yeah, yeah.
Father's Day, it's the fourth.
Yeah, it's just like back to back, and then on top of that, even holidays aside, when it comes to shopping for guys, sometimes they do get like their little corner, but then the
Yeah,
majority is for when it comes to fashion, at least. It's not the case everywhere you go because some brands are specifically for men,
yeah.
but it's just nice that you're gonna have that representation and give the guys an opportunity to get different options. So that's
I
good.
think it's necessary. We
Yeah,
go
I
so
agree.
hard for the mothers, and don't get me wrong, the mothers are awesome. Um, but there would be no Mother's Day without the men.
Yeah, I agree. I think
There just wouldn't be. Now, I
I
have my
agree.
own other opinions on Mother's Day, Father's Day because of what I see all over social media. I'm going to save that for another day, because no. But
I cannot with
I'm
you.
going to say that for another day because no.
You
But,
got some feedback though.
we
Um,
definitely want to make sure that we represent um, male and female. And I can definitely understand why men are very selective in who they shop with.
mhm.
I can understand. But I want to be one of the people that, have men's apparel that they would wear um, confidently as well. So I want to make sure that I can be that person to the men. Shout out to the men.
Shout out to the men. Yeah,
Shout out to the men.
you guys are awesome.
Yes, you
Um,
are.
listen, we're Boss Bay Blog, but we like the men too. So
Listen, we
Tiffany,
don't discriminate over here.
all right. I had a few men that were like, "Do you guys accept male clients?" I have to laugh every time I get that question because I'm like, "Yes, we do." Like, yes, because the name is Boss Babe Blog, so that makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense,
It
but
makes perfect sense. But when
it
you dig
does.
and
It
you just kind
does.
of, you don't even have to dig really, but when you look into the brand, the Boss Babe blog is just really a representation of me writing about these brands and letting people know about what's going on. But yes, we
Yes.
got to shout out to the men because they
Well,
definitely,
listen, shout out to male directory members too while we're talking about them.
yeah. A Michael, he's awesome. I mean, we got so many, but
We
it's
have
like,
so many male directory members. Shout out
yeah,
to them because,
they
yes.
service a lot. Michael was the first one that popped up for me because we have a collaboration right now. It's called
Oh,
Step Like a Boss. And basically,
ooh,
yeah, so basically, he is a foot expert. For anyone that doesn't know, he's based in Cedar Hill, Texas. However, he can actually service nationwide. And what you do is you get on a call with him. So this is a service where you would get on a call with him and he will provide you with a professional consult. It is $140 for this consult. However, after the consult has ended, he will reward you with a pair of complimentary high quality running shoes. And they're not going to be the running shoes that you would get on, a website or a fashion site, or, going to the store. These are running shoes that you would get from high quality medical grade brands, because he is an expert and he's a board certified specialist.
Mm.
So it's $140 investment. And I know for some people, they're like, well, running shoes, I could just go get those. But my thing is, usually some of these shoes out here cost you around $100 to $150, and you're not even getting shoes that are good for your health, like when you're walking. And if you're on your feet a lot, tennis shoes shouldn't just be for show. You need to have a pair of shoes that are strictly for health. I believe, at least I know, we like to have our shoes, our Nikes. You want those Jordans, you want all that stuff. That's good.
That's
But
cool.
how are your feet looking when you're wearing them and walking in them? Because how you walk on your feet, it really does determine the structure, your back. I mean, there's so many things that affects you. So I'm really happy that we have professionals like him that are passionate about providing healthy products to our community. And $140 is nothing compared to what people spend on shoes that are really not good for them at all. Um,
Hmm.
and you're dealing with a specialist. This isn't someone making a guess and saying like, "Hey, try these out." This is a specialist. He's going to tell you his experience and he's going to take care of it. And then Tiffany, so we got a lot of feedback. First thing is, Tiffany said, "It's good. I'm so glad I caught this. Very informative." I'm glad that you caught it too, Tiffany. I'm glad that you're able to get some information. MJ definitely dropped the prices. She talked about her vendor services. We also just talked about some things that small business owners experience when they first start off with apparel vending, whether they're reselling or they're purchasing for themselves. And then we also talked about some changes happening on the website. I'm excited, MJ, because it reminds me of, as I told you before, like when you go to a lot of fashion shops or boutiques, especially brands that have been around for many years. Um, they will have like different themes, and you can shop those themes throughout the year. So when you need a specific outfit for a specific day or holiday, you don't have to go worry about like, what do I get? What should what should it look like? You got a whole inspiration board created for you on the website. So we got
Yeah.
one already. Cancer awareness, breast cancer awareness, domestic abuse awareness, and more to come.
And more
And
to come.
I do have another question for you, but let me get
And
these comments going. So we said, someone in the comments said, pink represents life. Okay, okay. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining, Nicole. Thank you. We
hey,
said
Nicole.
people, and then we said people think pink equates pink with people equates pink with homosexuality. The letter people made the rainbow perverted. Even the color is disrespectful. You have to be secure within yourself to know the truth. Yes, I
Um,
mean, I do think that there's some truth as far as people thinking that pink equates to either homosexuality or it equates to femininity only.
See,
um
that's why my brain was more of the femininity
yeah.
side of not homosexuality side. I do see a lot of people that think, pink is a girl color. That's what I hear. Pink is a
Yeah,
girl
so what
color.
I was gonna say, let me finish that thought because I don't want to forget where I was at, and then I'm come back to you. So
Yeah.
I do think that there's truth in that, like, because it depends on where you come from. It's subjective. So what something represents to you is going to be based off of where you come from. If you
Hmm.
come from an environment where it's extremely traditional, and you've always been around a place where people make you feel like as a male you cannot wear certain colors, because if you wear these colors it's going to mean that you are, someone that is, not attracted to men, that means, or not attracted to women, then you're going to think that pink is associated with homosexuality or someone who's attracted to a man that's attracted to men. If you come from an environment where you know that that rainbow represents a lot of different things, you're not really caring about what a color is or what it looks like. When you see a color, you don't think that. But because we have people who've lived in that world, unfortunately, I mean, fortunately, unfortunately, whichever, it just depends on your perspective.
Yeah.
They look at that and then they see that. I think that's just a part of life, though. That's everything. Like, it depends on where you come from. But like MJ was saying, there are some men that they don't feel comfortable, and it's not always because they associated with that color or they associated with that theme. Sometimes they just never did it, so they don't step outside of that comfort zone. Just like
Hmm.
there's a lot of women who, there's things that we never did or we never dressed like for example, if you come from a conservative household and you didn't wear a lot of clothes that covered your body, or that didn't have your body exposed, then when you get out into the real world, you might feel a little uncomfortable, even though you're grown and you have the choice to wear clothes that expose your body. You might feel like, I don't know if I'm going to, because you just haven't done it. So
Right.
I think there's some truth. I think that there's multiple truths. And then also, depending on where you're coming from, the truth is also subjective to an extent. I'm not saying, because, we got facts, and then we have religions, beliefs, and those are things that can be factual depending on where you're coming from. But it's not the same as, like, I'm looking at this color, I see that this color is blue, I see that this color is that, versus, like, when I see red, red represents life for me, versus another religion where red represents death, or red represents something scary or something risky. You know what I mean? Those things are kind of subjective, in my opinion. But I didn't want to cut you off, MJ. I didn't want to just lose that
No,
thought
no,
there.
no. You're
But go
good.
ahead. What's your thought on that?
I kind of have to agree with um
And you have a question in the comments from Tiffany too after you
okay.
finish this.
Um I wouldn't say that people equate pink to homosexuality. I would say that pink would be more equated to a feminine color. You see a lot of women wearing pink um, outside of breast cancer awareness. And let's make it clear.
Yeah,
There
I'm wearing
are
today.
right, right.
MJ's Tees and Custom Designs.
But her favorite color that's more in her wheelhouse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I am very much a female, but my favorite color, I'm actually wearing my favorite color. My
Well,
favorite
pink
color
is
is
not my favorite color, but I do love it.
my favorite color is blue.
My mother's favorite color is blue.
Now, would you say that I'm a boy because I love blue? I really don't care what you say. I love blue. But can you pull that comment back up? There was something in there I
Oh
saw that
yeah,
I wanted.
go ahead. And
I
then you
wanted.
have wait, before we go to the comment, is it okay if we switch gears, because you have a question about your what you call it? Your
Yeah,
product.
go for it.
So Tiffany said, I came in a bit late and this may have been answered. Besides my logo, would you be able to customize further using your own creativity, or would you have to design? Would you have a design completely? Wait. I came in a bit late and this may have been answered. Besides, look, I had to reread. Would you look? I have been having to reread comments and messages and stuff all day today because, Lord, got to make sure I'm hearing it right.
I got you.
Would you be able to customize further using your own creativity, or would you have the design completely laid out?
We can customize stuff. We do have our custom work section on our website where we can do something custom to you. I've done a shirt for I'm trying to think. I've done a shirt for Bling with Show where she had a logo concept designed out. But outside of business apparel, I've done custom work for Lady Streets. She was doing something for her family and she wanted something to represent the brotherhood, sisterhood that they had. So I've done work outside of just business apparel. So yeah, we can definitely do it. Definitely shoot me a message when you're ready and we can talk about that further.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for answering that. Now let's go back to your perspective that you were going to share on this comment from Yisrael. Hopefully, I'm saying your name correctly. If I'm not,
Yeah.
correct me in the comments. And hello, Nicole. That's I didn't see her pretty emojis. I just
Those
want
are
to
pretty.
represent the pink hearts. Okay, now let's go back to Israel. So, original comment: pink equates people equates pink with homosexuality. The letter people even made the rainbow perverted. Even the colors disrespectful. You have to be secure in yourself and know the truth. And then
Okay, that's what I
it
thought.
has
That's what I thought that read the first time. I
yeah.
wanted to make sure that's what it read. The letter people, I got it.
Okay, got you.
I got
And
it.
then the truth was in
The truth is in quotation. And
yeah.
there's a lot of um there's a lot of misinformation spread. So I definitely understand why needing to know the truth and knowing information for yourself is important. So yeah, I get it. I
Okay,
get it.
got it. Got it. And then okay, let's see what you got. Oh, thank you. Yes, you are very welcome. You're very welcome. I did say it right. Look, I do my best with them names, baby. I do. I be doing what I can. I
Do what
toot
you
my own
can with
horn,
the
but
letters.
girl, I get up in there. They don't be having to tell me twice. most times. Okay,
Right,
so
right.
let's see. She said, pink, he or she, because I can't see the icon on there, says pink represents life, and the real rainbow is a covenant, meaning holy, Almighty God will not destroy the earth. Flood water in parentheses. Next time it will be by fire. And then the other comment was that's homosexuality. Most men are not secure enough to know, or most men are not secure enough or know the truth. Yeah. So I think that goes back to what you were saying earlier, MJ, about as far as like just people having their own comfort zones about what they like. I feel
Yeah,
like it's really subjective. Like it just depends on where you come from. Because
yeah.
for some person, they probably never grew up thinking about that, knowing that they might not even be a religious person, so they don't read anything that tells them anything about God or what colors are. So for their life, colors are just colors. The rainbow is just the rainbow, and I just wear it because I like it. But
Mhm.
I know there are some people who also think like that. However, some men, they will not wear pink because of the stipulation that we have put on men, where they feel like I can't wear it because someone's going to look at me like I'm trying to be feminine, or
Mhm.
you know what I mean? So I know that there's different reasons for that, but I like the fact that you acknowledge the feedback that you receive from your clients, and you focus on giving the men something that they feel comfortable in. Because I mean, in a perfect world, would I love for people to just be able to wear what they want and us not have a million thoughts about what it could be or why?
Yeah,
That would be perfect.
that would be
But
perfect.
but we're
That would
not
be
there.
ideal.
Exactly. We're not there. So you
But
will have
yeah, we're
people
not
who
there.
may not feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But I think the message overall is that we have that diversity, and MJ is focused on having products that represent different kinds of clients. So, we're gonna do our best.
We're gonna do our best as we can. We're here for representation. Now, what does that representation look like to you? It's definitely going to look different from what representation looks like to the next person. We want to make sure that we are able to fulfill whatever they feel, whatever you feel, whatever I feel, whatever we feel about representation.
I cannot with you.
I did that.
Talking
I
about
did that.
whatever we
Whatever
feel.
we feel about representation. Okay.
Oh Lord. Okay,
Now,
but no,
I don't know why you playing with me like I'm
I
not gonna have
can't.
you cracking up on this. Hello.
I'm sorry. Some days you just gotta laugh, and I just had too many moments like
Listen,
that.
I'm gonna always make sure that somebody. I
Oh
keep telling folks if you're
Lord.
around me and you're not laughing, you can't.
She talking about whatever we feel,
Whatever
but
we feel.
but it is a good conversation, and I'm glad we were able to kind of touch on a little bit, and then also just go back and recognize the men, giving them their own space and page on the website. I think that's going to be awesome, MJ, because I
Yeah,
met some men where they felt like Father's Day was more like something quick, like we didn't really take enough time to celebrate and
and
embrace it.
I can definitely see why they feel that way.
Yeah.
Because also for those who may not know, outside of my businesses, I work in food.
Hmm.
That's my part time job. And when you see the amount of people step for Mother's Day or a mama's birthday, mama, grandmama, auntie birthday,
Hmm.
they step. They don't always step Father's Day. They've gotten better this year. I will say that they got better this year.
Yeah.
But overall, the people step for Mother's Day. But I've also seen in that job that most of the people who are cooking or getting food for Father's Day is taking it home because 9.5 times out of 10, dad don't want to leave the house. He just want to relax and be around his family.
Yeah.
Y'all pick up some food, bring him home some fried chicken, and we can relax here at the house. We don't have to go out. Just bring the food here. Whereas the mamas want somebody to serve them.
Take them out and
Yeah,
something different.
you
Yeah.
got to take me out. You got to do this. You got to do that. The dads are more like, listen, the football game is on,
Yep.
or it's too hot. I don't want to go outside. Bring it here. Come spend the quality time here with me. So now I'm not saying none of that to say anything. How you choose to spend your time with your relatives, how you choose your time to spend with your relatives. There is
Hmm.
no right or wrong way to spend time with your relatives. The point of it is you are spending time with your relatives.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yes, that is correct. And I remember when I worked in retail, they would always have like the top holidays that we needed to really buckle down for. So Christmas, that was
Yeah.
one of them. Mother's Day, that was another one. We didn't really have Father's Day. Was it? They were like, oh guys, it's Father's Day. We gotta really do da 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 da. And I've worked for male brands, and I've worked for brands, or I would say I work for brands that serve men, and I work for brands that serve women. And in both of
Mm,
those brands, I've never had somebody come up to me and say, hey, I need you to have X, Y, and Z done because Father's Day is coming up. So, da 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 da. Unless we were doing like, unless I was working with a manager that was just about sales and how we can sell for that day. But overall, as far as like company objectives, I've seen a lot of companies where we did focus on Mother's Day. So I understand that. And I definitely, I like when we create those spaces and we're aware of that. I think for me growing up, because I grew up with my mother, I was raised by my mother, and I did not have my biological father in my life, um,
hmm
as I would have liked. Father's Day wasn't really a positive day for me. It wasn't like I was excited about Father's Day. And eventually it got to a point for me where I never thought about it. Like it just was a regular day. So I had to remind myself, like when I have male friends or I have, friends that are married, to go out of my way to tell someone else, hey, happy Father's Day, or to post things that are about Father's Day. That is
Yeah.
me making an extra reminder because my experience, I did not have that. So I think
Right.
it
Right.
depends on the person, but that's what I love about our community is that we're always trying to find ways to connect with our community, and that's going to be another great way to do it. So, congratulations. Tiffany said, I'm the mama." Israel said, he said, I got love, but I'm not wearing that much pink. That's okay. She's gonna have some non-pink items for you too.
Listen, we
Try it
respect
out.
that. We respect that.
She's gonna have some gray. We said we got some blues. We're gonna have some whites. Um, and Tiffany, I 1,000% co-sign on that. Like, let me tell you something. I don't have kids. I don't have kids that I have physically birthed myself. But I'm telling you right now that if I physically have children, I'm going out every Mother's Day. We doing it up. Do you know the pain? I don't even want to get into it. It's trauma in itself. So
Good.
yes, do your thing. Go out,
I'm not doing this with you.
have a good time. Listen, it's a lot. Like motherhood, fatherhood is not anything to be taken lightly. So
It's not.
kudos and shout out to the parents. We appreciate you all, and
Yes. Shout out to the parents.
support you supporting yourself. So I do have a deal that I wanted to share today with everybody at the Small Business Expo because I think that it might be beneficial for entrepreneurs, or potential, future entrepreneurs, content creators. But before I got into my deal, I wanted to make sure that you didn't have any other products or any other deals that you wanted to promote or share today for MJ's Teas and Custom Designs.
Oh, one more before a few more before we go.
Take your time.
Um,
Oh, did you want to show it off again on the camera for anybody that's popping in and out?
yeah. So we have our logo, our notebook.
Let me get out the way. Hey, 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 get it, hey, get it.
You was not supposed to be doing this now.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, my
Well,
bad.
I don't know how to act anyway. Welcome. My name is MJ, and I don't know how to act. So, welcome to the show. So,
I don't
we
know how
do
to
have
act.
we are able to put your logo on a notebook. We are also able to put your logo on a polo shirt. Any type of apparel, long sleeve shirt, short sleeve shirt, polos, hoodies, sweatshirts, you name it, we can do it. If a couple more things that I want to discuss before I get out of the way on this segment. We do offer free shipping if your order qualifies. Now, how does your order qualify? Your order qualifies at $150 after discounts. Okay. So as long as your order is over $150, if you're using any coupon codes, and you're still over 150, you qualify for free shipping. Okay.
Yay.
Um, our orders, all orders that are being shipped from the Queen's Design Studio, are insured. You've already paid for the item. We want to make sure that the item gets to you, and we want to make sure that if in the event that something happens, we have not had anything to happen yet. So,
Not you knocking on the wood.
yes, I am. Nice wooden desk over here, going to knock on it. Um, we've not had any issues, and we want to continue to not have any issues on that. So all items, all packages are insured via whichever shipping method that I decide to use. We typically ship USPS. UPS is one that we use. Well, that's about the only two that we use, but they will both be insured. Also, if your order is over $150 after coupons and all of that, we do require signature confirmation on delivery. That's our peace of mind of knowing that your items made it to you and everything went smoothly. So, signature confirmation, insurance, shipping over 150. If you have not been over to MJC's and customdesigns.com, you should get over there because I won't be able to tell you that those prices will be like that forever. So head
Y'all
over
gotta
there.
get over there. A siggity sap.
Listen, because the last time, yesterday's price is not today's price, and it might not be tomorrow's price either. I'm just saying.
Amen. Amen.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so I'm actually pulling up just a couple of photos so everybody can check out some of the new items. And then also, MJ's Tees and Custom Designs has a new community that is here and dedicated to help you with finding special t shirts for special occasions. So if you are someone that's always struggling, if you're that person saying, hey, what do I wear? Don't be that person. Okay? Don't be that person. Go ahead and join this community. Because if you join this community, she's going to have special opportunities for you to be able to find t shirts that are perfect for the event. And I'm going to tell you one thing when it comes to going for an event, MJ, I cannot stand feeling like I'm like scrambling trying to get something together. It's nothing nice
Mhm.
already having that shirt or that outfit in the closet ready to go.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me pull this up. But before I pull that up, any other things you want to share?
No, that was all that I wanted to share on that. Again, thank you for the platform. I truly appreciate it. And go get your apparel from MJ's and customdesigns.com.
Yay! Okay, awesome. All right, let me pull this up so y'all can see what I was talking about. This is the first t-shirt. This is her domestic awareness t-shirt that we were talking about earlier. Boom, boom, boom.
Look at her. She cute.
Yeah, she knows she cute. I cannot with you.
She
Okay,
cute.
so tell me about this t-shirt. Give me some insight. What was the inspiration behind this, you know, and then also what made you decide that you wanted to go ahead and do domestic awareness?
Well, unfortunately, domestic violence is something that I have seen in my household as a kid.
Wow.
Um, it is something that, yeah, I can sit and talk about those type of stories, but I won't because it's sad.
Mhm.
Um, we see what we see on the outside, but we don't know everything that's going on between a couple because it could be domestic
Yeah.
violence, male, female, male, male,
Yep.
female, female. So I never want to put any type of specific labels on it.
Hmm.
Um, but one thing I did know and notice when I was, seeing other people with it is they don't always speak up until it can be too late.
Yeah.
Um, and I say can be because there are some people who get out who are able to get out. They have the support system that will assist them with getting out. But not everybody has that support system.
Yeah.
Not everybody has that support system. So it's important to, and we talk about a lot of different awarenesses. We talk about breast cancer awareness. We talk about suicide prevention and all that. But I don't really hear a lot of people talking about domestic violence.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can say this transparently. I was at one point one of those people that said, "Well, it's a choice for you to stay." It might not be a choice for that person to stay. That
That's
for
true.
that person, it might be the only thing that they know. And despite that being the only thing that they know, unfortunately, they're equating that to being assaulted.
Yeah. You I mean you
So
just dropped like so many gems, MJ. from the one about you might not know what someone is going through, as far as like a lot of people don't leave until it's too late. They're not always telling you, hey, I'm experiencing this in those early stages. And
Hmm.
sometimes people don't even realize that they're going through, they wouldn't even categorize themselves as someone going through domestic abuse. Like if you say,
Hmm.
oh, I have an abusive partner, they're looking at you like, oh, I don't have that. When in all actuality, yes, you do. And there's different sides of abuse. There's physical abuse, there's verbal abuse, and people
There's
always
financial abuse. That's one that
financial abuse.
that's one that people don't see.
Yeah, you
Um,
can't see it in front of you. There,
you
no
know,
one's
just
gonna do it.
because, right, like just because the person doesn't have a black eye, chipped tooth, broken arm, don't mean you're not getting abused.
Exactly. I think it's important, and so I like the fact that you focused on this topic, because sometimes people don't know they're going through it until someone talks about it.
Hmm.
And sometimes people don't realize they're the one exhibiting the abusive behaviors or traits because this is normalized in their life. I had someone that I really deeply cared about, and they would get offended when I would say some of the things you're doing are down the route of somebody who is abusive. And all they could hear was, I'm calling them abusive. You can't hear the fact that you're going down that path because the behaviors that you're exhibiting are abusive. So
Hmm.
you telling someone, why are you even wearing that? You don't look cute in that, when they're leaving somewhere, and continuously doing that, knowing that it chips away at them, it's verbally abusive.
And it's not always something big.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
It
the
starts off.
smaller things. It starts off real small. Do you think you should be wearing that?
Mhm.
And sometimes it's not even verbal. It's a face that you might make.
Yeah, yeah, to implant that insecurity,
Hmm.
to
That they
put there.
already have. Like, come on now.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because I've definitely experienced where I was talking to a person and they're like, "Oh, mm." I'm like, if you got something to say, you better go ahead and get it out, because making these funny looking faces, we're gonna be here all day. I'm not gonna ask you why you're making a face because I don't care. But if you want to just say what it is that you have to say, then go ahead and say it. But people don't realize that sometimes those behaviors are tendencies that abusers do carry. So I appreciate you creating that space for people, and not just focus on selling custom tees, but having a mission behind it.
Yeah.
And then also, I did like a little mini lookbook for it, just to give people inspiration of how they could rock the outfit. So
No.
I do what I can. I say, so, we got the domestic violence awareness logo tee or graphic tee from MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. And then I just did a random purple moto jacket to go with it. But you could do a black moto jacket, you could do gray. And then also you could do like a whole bunch of bracelets. And we do have bracelet vendors and apparel vendors in our directory. The other one, which was the breast cancer awareness tee, I did want to show that off and let everybody know that you can also take 20% off of your purchase when you use code MJ. It's all caps, code MJ. We trying, we preaching over here.
We
Tiffany said
preaching over it. Now
free.
the breast cancer shirt, breast cancer strikes. It strikes. It strikes a lot of people, a lot of families rapidly,
Yeah.
or even slowly. Some people may not experience all of the symptoms as quickly. Some people are able to, go through remission and radiation is what I'm trying to say, and they are able to be cured from it.
Uh-huh.
Some are cured and then it returns, and
Yeah.
then some ultimately lose the fight to breast cancer.
Yeah.
So breast cancer awareness definitely struck my family. My aunt, I lost my aunt to breast cancer.
I'm
So
sorry.
this one's always going to be near and dear to me, and to anybody else who may have had either themselves or a family member go through breast cancer. So
Hmm.
this design specifically in October, we wear pink because we do. That's the one month of the year, and I don't really like pink. Let me just be honest. I don't really like pink. Pink is not a color that I wear every day. Pink is not. I will never call pink my favorite color, but in October, I will wear me some pink.
Okay. I do definitely resonate and understand with that, because I have my grandmother, she actually went through that. She had breast cancer. And, you know, it's weird. Well, it's not weird. We know why, but that wasn't the reason why she passed. The reason why she passed, I feel, was due to medical negligence and the fact that there were people making decisions that they should not have been making without having a confirmation from all of her children. But that's a conversation for a different day.
Right.
Um, but at the end of the day, when she was going through that, it was scary. You know, it's always going to be scary when you have a loved one going through this and experiencing this on levels that you don't really understand it completely. And we have more information about breast cancer now, but at one point in time, it was very, very scary because there wasn't as much information on how to prevent it, as well as how to work through it. So shout out to you for that. Shout out to the other businesses in our directory that do provide breast cancer awareness product services. We have Erica, Miss M. So she actually does gift baskets, and they're supposed to be, some of them are breast cancer awareness inspired, and some of them are for people who are going through breast cancer awareness so they can have their own like care basket as well. So that's another
Hmm.
our directory. But I did want to show that off, and then I also wanted to let everybody know that we do have a little lookbook for this as well. So this is the shirt, and then hold on, you know,
You and this lookbox.
we got to give the people some inspiration. Inspiration is required. Let's see. Okay. Uh,
Ooh.
yeah. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take one of these off. Um, there it is. Okay. Let's see. Um, let me find this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the lookbook. And this one is the in October we wear pink. So this has those cute pink heels, and they're actually coming from Bougie Steps. If you like something bold and fun, like I was just feeling playful with this. And then the necklace is actually coming from Bling with Shell, and that is another vendor sponsor, verified directory member in our directory. So I just thought a cute, simple pink necklace with some fun, bold pink shoes can be fun. And then there was something I was going to say. Oh, do your research on this one for everyone that's listening, but just some homework because I'm actually doing my own research. But I read somewhere, multiple places actually, that originally the woman who was in charge of this whole breast cancer movement, she wanted the color to be salmon, or it was salmon. It was like, that off pink kind of color. And brands started coming to her and approaching her about commercializing it, like they wanted to put it on a movement. And certain makeup brands actually came to them and said, "Can we use this?" And she said no, because she didn't want the movement about breast cancer to be commercialized. She wanted it to stay focused on actually helping people and bringing awareness. And
Hmm.
what they did was they found a loophole to where, okay, we won't do it, but we're just going to use a different color. So you have that salmon color, we're going to use pink, and we're still going to move forward with that. So I've read about that a few times, but I need to go back and just look at my sources to make sure that it's not like hearsay or anything like that. But it wasn't a couple of articles. But I bring that up to ask that if that is the case, and there are people who are aware of this already, and they're looking for breast cancer awareness items that don't have that hot pink color, um, would you be able to create custom items in that salmon color for them?
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay, okay, all
We
right,
can
good.
do that.
I was just asking, just checking, because I wanted to make sure, get people that diversity out there. And then also, I think that when it comes to the breast cancer awareness, at least for me, I could see how that would be frustrating if that happened like that.
Yeah.
But I also see how there are so many people who are now becoming aware of what it is, even if it was initially made for commercial gain. There's some people that didn't know anything about breast cancer, and now because they're seeing people doing these walks and these marches. So, not to say that that helped them in a way, but just to say that awareness is awareness. So, if you're looking for the pink color, if you're looking for that original salmon color, based off of that, then you'll be able to get that at MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. And then, I have a promo that I want to share. But before I do that, did you have anything you want to share for your other businesses today?
Oh. Mm.
I have a couple flyers. I got some flyers on go, so you just let me know. In my little pocket.
I cannot with you. Actually, yes, Travel with MJ. So, if you are not subscribed to the Travel with MJ email list, you have missed out on 5 days of vacation packages because we are in the middle of our 10-day travel blitz
Oh,
right
I'm
now.
subscribed, but you know what? I had a lot going on,
Right
so but
now.
I'm about to go check. So
One,
please,
2, 3, 4, 5. You have missed out on 5 of them.
okay, please tell us about this. Let us know what's going on
So,
here, please,
so the 10-day travel blitz.
please.
Uh,
All right, I'm done. I'm gonna be
the 10-day travel blitz I do for my email list subscribers. You have to be subscribed to the email list in order to get into just to even have access to those vacation packages, because those vacation packages that I'm posting in my email list have not been posted to anywhere on my social media. They have not. The 10-day travel list is complimentary. We just ask for you to be subscribed to the email list. That's it. Okay. Now, the Blitz is designed not only to give you an idea of what I am able to do as your travel advisor, but it gives me a challenge to make sure that I can still give you 10 quality vacation packages that you can shop from your cell phone. Okay. Your cell phone, your iPad, your laptop, your computer, whatever you want to shop from, you can shop from. Okay. We have made the process streamlined and easy. If there is a vacation package that you see from the Blitz that you like, and you want to book that vacation package, you just simply fill out a form. Okay, that form is going to tell me the number of people that's going on this trip, the names of the people, so that when I go to book this information, I have the accurate information without having to go back and forth and having a extremely long email chain. Um, Asking if you have any questions about that, and then if we have any questions about it, we can either schedule a consult or I can just send you an email back answering your questions. We do have a credit card authorization form that we use where you must give me permission to authorize the amounts that is listed in the email. Okay. Um, you must give permission to authorize that purchase so that we can go and make that purchase on your behalf. We also do provide self service options. So if you see the vacation package and there's a link, yes, you muted.
my bad. So I do have a question. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the pot, I know you have the what's the thing called? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, the passport challenge. So
Yes.
yes, so when you do the passport challenge, I had a question. Can someone get a custom passport made like through MJC's and Custom Designs, like as a part of that? Like maybe they want to celebrate a custom passport cover.
Like a passport cover?
Yeah,
We hadn't thought about that.
it just popped up in my head when you were talking about the challenge.
I didn't think about that. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me go, let you finish though. Go ahead. Proceed.
But yes, for those the 10-day travel blitz, we have a credit card authorization form that you use to ensure that all transactions are properly documented and the math is mathing, because like I tell people, I don't do math, I do money. And if you tell
Uh,
me that this trip costs $1,000, I need to know how I spent that $1,000. I spent 200 on the deposit. I made a $400 payment, and my last payment was 200. That equals $1,000. That means we're happy. Okay. We did everything that we're supposed to do. That credit card authorization for me is very important. I equate the credit card authorization form to a permission slip. You're giving me permission to authorize these purchases on your behalf. It's just like you signing a permission slip for your kid to go to the Liberty Science Center. Okay. It's important to me. Now, we do offer some packages that have a self-serve option. I may post a link in there that says, "Hey, use this link to purchase this package." That way, I can take that pressure off you. Of, hey, you may not want to converse with me right now. You might still want the package, but you want to see if you can find it on your own, or you might not be ready. You might not be payment ready yet. That's fine, as long as we are all understanding that prices are subject to change until the booking is secured. We're good. Okay.
okay.
Again, it's a $0, 0 cent opportunity. We just ask for you to be subscribed to the Travel with MJ email list. And we do this 4 times a year: winter, spring, summer, fall. So if you are ever interested and you may not be ready to do a personalized research experience yet, that's perfectly fine. Subscribe to our email list on our website, travelwithmj.net.
Because how did I miss this? Like, I'm subscribed.
You are
Yes.
you are.
Is that even a question?
I don't know how you missed
Yeah.
it. I don't know how you
Right.
missed it
Yes,
either.
you are.
You
Look,
are.
what I'm about to do is subscribe on two different emails because what we're
Oh,
not
we.
gonna do. But you know what? I had a lot going on this week.
Yeah,
Coming
you
back
did.
from being in vacation and then coming back and then things
Yeah, you did.
unexpected things occurring. So that's probably really why. Because no, I usually be on that
I know
blitz.
you be watching. You be watching, but for the
Yeah.
rest of the folks who may not know, yeah, that's the year.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I'm putting her website at the top just in case you guys want to check it out again. Travelwithmj.net. They do the heavy lifting so you can travel light. And I definitely have to give her props because when it comes to people shopping with her, we always hear back great feedback about how she handled the trip, about how she made it extra special. And then because she has more than one brand, if you are traveling in a group and you're needing like custom t-shirts to be made, you're able to have that done. So you can get your group family reunion shirts done, and then you can have
Yes.
her, create your entire trip for you. And then she also takes care of communicating with everybody that's on the group as far as the travel and what's required. And she makes sure that even if people don't fulfill their end, guess what? You are still going on the trip. So that right there, huge highlight. Because like we've talked about this before, so many people have had nightmares because they went on a group trip or they thought they were going on a group trip and then everybody wasn't ready or people
Oh, they
can't.
thought they were going on a trip and
Yeah. I'm like, baby, see, that's the type of stuff that ruins friendships. But you don't
play
have.
with somebody about their money and see how fast they switch up on you.
Because can you imagine booking a whole trip and then people telling you last minute that, oh, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it, cancel it. And then you can't go back. And then if you don't have insurance, depending on how you book, where you book, if it was through one of those websites, it's probably final sale anyways. Like,
Yeah, and then now that we're talking about that, and I'm learning more and more because even though
I
I've been in the travel industry for 5 plus years, I'm still learning.
know.
If you cancel a trip and you are within in short, let me just put it this way: in short, you can still owe money because there might be penalties on the trip that you booked because you didn't go. So let's just say, for example, you booked a package. That package has flight, hotel, and transportation to and from the airport. Well, because this just happened to me very recently, I had a client to cancel. Unfortunately, funds just wasn't funding right then. That's perfectly fine. But when I got on the phone with the CSR said, "Oh yeah, it's a good thing that they canceled this right now because if we had waited a little bit longer, they would have owed hotel penalties for canceling.
Ooh. So not only do you not get your money back, but you about to have to
You
pay.
about to be in a hole."
Oh Lord. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Luckily, we canceled within a good enough time frame to where we did not owe any penalties to the hotel. But
Thank goodness.
if you're canceling like extremely last minute, like the day before, yeah, you're gonna come out and you're like,
Oh
yeah,
Lord, Lord, Lord,
yeah,
Lord.
and they're gonna want their money. They're gonna want their money.
Okay, right. They about to run me this check.
Run
Uh,
me my coins
Said you
is
were gonna
what
be
the
here.
hotel
We
is saying.
already cleaned the bed, and now you're about to pay. So you see, that's another benefit of working with a travel professional because depending on why you're traveling and where you're traveling to, it really does take things like off of your plate. Like it's just nice to be able to work with professionals that really do take that off your plate because you're not supposed to be worrying while you're traveling, even if it's for business. Like it still doesn't have to be stressful. It can be smooth and seamless. So
Hmm.
I definitely love that. Shout out to Travel with MJ for their quality and their passion and their dedication to always learning something new. Because one thing about Travel with MJ is that you're always going to see a new certification, a new webinar, a new tool underneath their belt that's going to help them with continuing to provide an elevated experience. So,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
snaps to you, snaps to you. I got to give you my flowers. Got to give you those
Thank
flowers.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So I do have a special promo today, and you're welcome to stay on if you want to share something else about your other businesses, like the Queen's Digital Studio or the wellness brand. After I finish this, but I just want to talk about the Boss Bay blog signature opportunity of the month. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's
I'm
my
a, I'm
promo.
a, I'm gonna stay on. I'm just gonna hop and get a snack, and I'm gonna come
Oh
back.
yeah, man, that's such a good idea. Dang.
It's
But
snack time.
I was about to say, do I need to go take a break and get a snack? But I should have did that while you were talking and presenting your products. So
Yeah, but it's okay. You might be able to get a snack soon. It's okay.
I will get a snack soon. You know I got. And then we have our room this evening, so I got to eat.
Yeah, snack
Yeah.
time. I'll be back.
Okay, enjoy your snack. Okay, everyone. So that was MJ from the MJ's Teas and Custom Designs and Travel with MJ, as well as the Queen's Digital Studio. So now we're moving into Boss Babe Blog because I do have something that I want to share with everybody, and it is called the Boss Babe Blog Signature Opportunity of the Month. So every month we are doing a signature opportunity for entrepreneurs who are looking for ways to elevate their brand, trying to find new tools, new resources, new services, and they want to receive it at an exclusively amazing rate. So you will invest. Obviously, you know, it's not going to be free. However, the investment is going to be so affordable to the point where there's going to be a lot of people wanting to take advantage of these opportunities. And the services that we're providing you are not compromised just because you're getting it at a invested price or at a lower price point, and you're not having to invest what you would normally have to invest for these services. So what I want to do is take a moment to share with you the flyer so you can see exactly what it looks like. Give me 1 second. Here we go. And let me bring that on the screen for you. So this is the Boss Babe Blog Signature Opportunity of the Month, an exclusive monthly opportunity created to give entrepreneurs access to exceptional value, elevated services, and strategic investments designed to support their growth. So essentially everything that I just mentioned. Now we do have a signature opportunity of the month available right now for August. And we only have 16 available. So this was for the month of July and August technically, but now we are in the new month. By the way, happy August to everybody. And this is what these opportunities look like. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Now, I was very thoughtful with this opportunity, okay? Now, this is why. Because I know we have entrepreneurs who have businesses but are not members of the directory. I also know that we have directory members that might need a specific kind of service. So I really had to sit down and ask myself, what is a service that I can provide that normally costs a lot of money exclusively to 16 entrepreneurs? Let's pull it up. The first one is going to be the YouTube facelift. So you're basically getting a beautifully packaged YouTube facelift or a YouTube setup, and you're receiving it at an exclusively discounted price. So what I want to do is pull up on my website. I'm about to show everybody, walk through every single thing that you're going to receive, and then we'll go from there. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, or you can text us at 833-705-4352. Again, that's 833-705-4352. Just give me one moment and I'm about to pull it up. You can also visit our website, bossbabeblog.com. And when you go to the website and you type in the search engine, you're going to type in the Boss Babe Blog Signature Opportunity of the Month, and then this information will pop up. And then let me see if I can pull up the website for y'all. Hold on. There it is. All right. Give me a second, guys. It's taking a little minute to load. So we got two. Like I said, we have the YouTube channel and then we have the visibility boost. If you are not a member of our directory, but you are an entrepreneur and you are thinking about starting your content creation journey, you want to take a look at this opportunity. So for the first opportunity, this is the YouTube Influence Starter Experience. Ready to take your YouTube presence more seriously, but need the strategy, guidance, and support to get started? The YouTube Influence Starter Experience is designed to help entrepreneurs and business owners build a stronger foundation for showing up, creating content, and growing their visibility on YouTube. What's included? Let's talk about it. Hold on. Number one, YouTube optimization. So you're going to get your YouTube channel professionally positioned with a custom channel banner, updated bio, channel description, plus 12 custom YouTube thumbnail graphics designed to align your industry and brand colors. Then you're going to get a personalized YouTube content strategy. So this is where you're going to receive a strategy. Let me take this banner off so I can see y'all. Period. She said, Nicole said, don't have me clown on here, Nicole. I'm thinking about getting both. You should. I mean, because both of them will actually work for you since you're a directory member. But let me take this banner off so y'all can see me. But okay. So, with the personalized YouTube content strategy, I'm really excited about this because what I get to do is learn about the way that you create content and how frequently you do, and provide a strategy that is realistic with your lifestyle and what you already have to take care of. So, you're not really having to create it, you're just giving me a little information and then I'm going to create it for you. So, that's the first thing that I have. The next thing is you get a private YouTube strategy consultation. So you get 5 of those where we're talking specifically about your YouTube channel and how we're going to help you with getting your views up. Now, the next question people often ask me is, well, can you give me a little information on, what you've done and what you've achieved? So for me personally, my YouTube channel has over 270 subscribers now, and we're working towards getting towards our 500 subscribers. But on top of that, we have had anywhere from 5,000 to 17,000 views in 1 month to our YouTube channel. And we get a lot of great engagement. I find new subscribers as well as people who are a part of my other networks joining, and the watch time has increased. So we've also been able to generate over 50,000 views for the entire year to our YouTube channel. I'm saying all of this to say that when it comes to engagement, showing up, consistency, strategizing, that's something that I do all the time for my YouTube channel as well as my other platforms, because that's not the only platform that I'm streaming on. I have a podcast, I have a blog. So the strategy that I'm creating is coming from my experience from YouTube, but as well as owning a business and creating content. So if you're interested in that and you feel like you need someone to just get the information from you and then just make it for you so you don't have to do that too much of that thinking, then this is going to be it. After I've created it, you're going to look at it and you're going to decide on if it feels realistic for you. If it doesn't feel realistic, or if you feel like something needs to change a little bit, then I'll go back and I'll come with a different strategy for you. Now, I obviously want to challenge you for a strategy that's going to help you with growing your brand, but in the same breath, I want to make sure that it is a realistic goal because it's something that you will be consistently doing. So if you're needing that help and you want someone to do that with you, then let's take care of it and make it happen. Now, the next thing that we have is, let's see. Oh, the first thing that I talked about, the channel optimization. So you get the thumbnails, the graphics that align with your brand. You get the channel description, you get the bio, you get the channel banner, customized. All of those things come with your YouTube channel. And the outcome is that instead of trying to figure out YouTube alone, you walk away with a more polished channel, professional visuals, ready for your content, and a personalized content strategy and dedicated coaching to help you show up consistently and strategically. It's not just about opening up or starting a YouTube channel. It's about giving you some tools. It's about putting something in your pocket to help you feel supported through this journey, but also to help you do less thinking about things that already need to be planned and scheduled for you. All right. So that's the first option. Now, the second option, this one, let me clarify. The YouTube channel service setup, that's available to everyone, any entrepreneurs that need assistance with setting up your YouTube channel. And if there was any reason why it didn't align, or if I felt like I wasn't able to provide those visuals, you wouldn't have to worry. You can just, we'll make sure to give you that back. But it's pretty much for any YouTube people that are wanting to sign up to start that YouTube channel and create that presence for themselves. And don't ever think that you can't create a great following or create an impact on YouTube just because you're starting out or you're new or because you've never done it before, because the impact that you leave on people, you can't really measure it. You could create a video just teaching someone how to do something in your industry, and that same video could be the reason why someone doesn't give up on doing it. So I think that YouTube is a really great investment, and that's one of the reasons. But another one of the reasons why YouTube is a great investment is because people go to YouTube for everything. Like when you look up how-to videos, they're going to YouTube. When you're looking for content to watch, sometimes they're going to YouTube. I personally don't do cable, but I will pull up that YouTube quick because I want to hear a motivational speech, or because I want to watch a TV show on one of my favorite TV shows on Oprah Winfrey Network, like Iyanla Fix My Life or something like that. I'll pull up that YouTube. If I want to watch and see what my directory members are up to and what kind of products they got going on, I'm pulling up YouTube. So YouTube is just like that all around tool for a lot of people all around the world. And that is one of the reasons why I chose to invest into it. Another reason why I chose to invest into my own YouTube journey was because I noticed that on social media platforms such as Facebook or Instagram, their regulations are different and how it's set up is different. And that's not a negative thing. However, when my Facebook page was taken down and I did not understand why, and I couldn't find the reason for why it was removed, I had the flexibility of having a YouTube channel where I can go and connect with my audience visually and not worry about losing that connection with them, because we just migrated on over to YouTube because I was already posting and filming on there. So that experience was definitely a lot easier for me to go through because I had that other setup. So those are just some of the reasons why I would recommend YouTube to content creators or people that are considering doing that, entrepreneurs. Go ahead and start your channel. It doesn't have to take $1 million, and it doesn't have to take a million years to plan. You can start your channel and you can start making an impact today. And like I was saying when I was talking to Nam at our podcast interview yesterday, you know, we over criticize ourselves, not realizing that the people who are looking at us from the outside, they are leaning on us for inspiration and for help and for support. So you feel like you're not doing enough, but there's someone watching you saying that you're doing everything. Like, you're so inspiring to me. You feel like you're not being heard, but there's somebody listening to every single thing that you say, and that's what's keeping them going, or that's a part of why they keep going. So don't underestimate the impact that you can have through YouTube or through starting a channel. It doesn't have to be YouTube. I'm not going to tell you that YouTube is the only way. There's plenty of ways. A platform is a platform, and you choose what to do with it and how you're going to speak to people. But I'm here to say that if you were thinking about setting up a channel and you're looking for presentation and you're looking for polished and you're looking for someone who's going to really help you elevate your visuals and help you with showing up for yourself, you need to be here at Boss Bay Blog, and you need to take advantage of this signature opportunity of the month. It is not available to multiple people. It is available to 16 people, and technically it's available to 8 people for this one because we got 2 different categories. Now let me break down that second one. 8 people are able to claim that. I keep doing this because that's an 8, y'all, just in case y'all didn't know. That's why I did that. Yeah. But 8 people are able to claim that. So now let's move into the second thing. Now, the second service is, let me go back. We got to rewind. So the second service, this is only available for directory members. If you are not a directory member, I would not be able to provide this service. And the reason why is because it is a visibility boost where we are placing you on our platforms over and over and over again. And I like to make sure that I'm really either doing that research on the people that I'm putting on these platforms, or I've had word of mouth, or they have, purchased a service beforehand. But it's really about the fact that most of these platforms are loyally dedicated to the members of our directory. So for this one, you got to be a directory member to claim it. So let's talk about it, because I think that you will enjoy this. All right. So, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Where's it at? Here we go. So this is the Visibility Boost experience. So if you are ready to give your business an intentional lift in visibility, I highly recommend considering this. Why? Because there's so many places where you will pay for an ad. You pay for Facebook ads, you pay for Instagram ads. But I have a question for you. On Facebook ads and Instagram ads, after you make that payment for that ad, do they take that ad and place it on multiple blogs? Do they take that ad and create a podcast for that ad? Do you get a 30-day spotlight in their communities? Now, these might be things that they may provide in the future, who knows, but to my knowledge right now, they don't. And so with this visibility boost, it's not to say that you can't use Facebook or Instagram or other platforms, because we want you to promote your brand everywhere. But if you are a directory member, I say take a walk on the wild side, Soft Girl Sunday, and try us out, because what we're going to provide for you is 15 dedicated visibility blogs. We're going to provide 5 product and service spotlight blogs. We're going to provide 5 mission and brand value blogs and 5 educational and customer guidance blogs. So I'm going to come back to those 15 blogs in a second. The next thing we're going to provide is a product highlight podcast. So what we're going to do is go to your website. We're going to show off your products. If we physically have your products, for example, I'm physically wearing MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. I'm physically wearing Nails by Fair. I'm physically wearing Kisses by Monique. I can show off the products physically for a lot of the brands that are in our directory. However, if you have products online like services or products that I don't have on me physically, you can ship them, but you don't have to, because I can actually pull your website up on the screen on the live and shop your website with the audience and show them what they would expect. So that's what that podcast looks like. It's a highlight of your products. Then we have your 30-day community spotlight feature. So we already promote our directory members in the community quite actively. However, you're going to have your brand promoted for 30 days consecutively in our Facebook communities. And I said communities because it's going to be more than one. The first one is going to be nationwide, and that one is actually the nationwide one is 5,000 plus members. Then we have the DFW Dallas one that is going to be 3,000 members, and then we have another community as well. So you can have your brand shouted out for 30 days. It's going to be a post. On this post, it's going to be a flyer highlighting your brand, and then we're going to have a detailed description. We will not add a link unless you personally request it, but I would recommend not adding a link. And the reason why is because we're going to put your website on the actual flyer itself. And the reason why we're going to do that is because for Facebook and a lot of apps, they prefer internal content. They like content that stays on their platform. So if you post your website on some post, you don't receive the same level of exposure that a post would if it didn't have your website and it kept the shoppers or the viewers on that app. Now, that's not to say you can't go viral with a post that has your website. It's not to say that you won't have successful posts that have your website. But most apps and most platforms favor content that keeps people on those apps. So if you want to keep your brand up in the algorithm, sometimes you want to create posts that do not have your website or any links attached to it that take them outside of that app. You can even have a link that takes them to your Facebook business page. That's an effective link. But that's something that you might want to try out if you're trying to be at the top of that search engine, because although we may not think of it that way, Facebook is a search engine. And so when people go on Facebook, some of them do go to the search engine, and that's the first thing that they check. So now that I shared all of those different opportunities, let's go follow back up to the 15 dedicated visibility blogs. So for directory members, let me break this down. 5 of those blogs are product and service spotlight blogs. So I'm creating a blog dedicated to one product or service, one. And we're going to simplify it because I really want the audience to just zone in on your brand and the item that we are showcasing. All right. Then you're going to have 5 blogs dedicated to your mission and your brand value. So, yes, I want to show off the products, but I want to keep educating people about your mission and the things that you do that I think will connect with them like on a heart level versus just on, sales and products. Then we're going to have 5 educational and customer guidance blogs. These are simply blogs telling people how to make the purchase, because at the end of the day, we want people to what? Purchase the products. So I'm going to teach them where they can go to access rewards, where they can go if they want to sign up for specific items or services, where they need to subscribe if they want to be a part of certain events. These are the educational blogs that are helping them understand that. And that's what that's about. Now, if you feel like you want 10 blogs about your products and 5 educational, that's an optional thing. We can do that for you. But I did it this way because I know that people like products and services, but they also like education and information, and they also like relevancy. They like stuff that's relevant and relates to them and hits them in the heart. So it is created with care. Now, with all of that being said, you can choose one of those 2 signature opportunities, and the price is $100. However, if you happen to be a member of our directory, guess what? You can choose both if you want to. And if you happen to be a member of our rewards program, you can use your rewards to claim this promo. So that means we have, depending on how many points you have, you may have a $50 off reward. You may have a free gift with purchase reward. You can use those at checkout. So what I'm going to do is drop the direct link for everybody. You laughing at me? What did I do? So I'm going to drop the direct link for everybody in the comments. And then I see we have MJ back. So MJ, how you doing over there? How you holding up? What are you thinking about our signature opportunity that we're doing now?
Listen, that YouTube one is kind of speaking to me over here. I got to make sure bills get paid first, though. Got to make sure bills get paid first. We don't now. What we do not do as business owners is we don't play with where we lay our head. Bills got to get paid first.
Oh Lord, Lord, I didn't laugh so much. Oh my God. Okay, so
Listen,
I
we
need to
can't
make
be
sure
talking about,
bills
oh,
paid.
I'm the CEO, travel with MJ, and travel with MJ ain't got no house.
Listen, because at the end of the day, like we have not created our Boss Babe blog community yet. Our apartment complex, we have not created that yet.
Listen, we
Therefore,
ain't got.
we do not have spaces that we can
We do not
offer.
have space, so we got to make sure that rent, mortgage, or whatever you pay,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you have gets paid first.
Mm-hmm.
For those of us who know, you know.
You know. And listen, that thought keeps coming up to me about having like an apartment complex or a vacation area that's for Boss Bay Blog so the directory members can travel or even have affordable living situations that align with the fact that they are entrepreneurs. I keep thinking about that. So, but anyways, neither here nor there. I do. You said what?
But yeah, that YouTube one is it's speaking. It's
Yeah.
speaking.
Because you are doing your travel thing. So just let a girl know, because I know you getting ready to, go on these trips. You already been on these trips.
It would
And
be the
food.
one I'm thinking about is actually more for the Queen's Digital Studio.
Really?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk.
Okay. Because I
I'll
was I was instantly thinking about your travel vlogging, and the
I do have, so let's back
you
up a
got
little
so
bit.
many fun things. That's the cool
There's
thing
so
about
much
working,
going on.
right? It's
When
an
you
awesome.
see MJ up here, she's probably promoting more than one business at a time. She's always busy. She's always working. We're working.
uh, And then the cool thing too is like what I love about working with so many different entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs that have more than one brand is that it's like a playground for me, because it's like I get to go in. It just keeps my brain going, because like
Yeah.
I was thinking about travel with MJ, positioning for that, and then you said the Queen's Digital Studio. Now my brain is racing. It's just like so many
Yes, yeah. So
opportunities.
let's talk about the Queen's Digital Studio for a moment. So
Please
um
let us know. Oh, I'm gonna get my snack. Oh,
yeah, go
let
get
me
your snack, girl.
yeah, let me let everybody leave with this link, because I want to make sure that everybody has this. If you're thinking about purchasing this service,
Yes, go get that link. Go drop that link, then go get your
yeah,
snack.
yes. 'Cause, yeah, your girl needs some food in the stomach before y'all get on this private chat this evening, and then all you see is just me laid out like this with some peanuts in my hand because they didn't
Or
make it
you
to.
gonna be singing, Lord.
All right. When I get tired, when I am delusional, tired, or hungry, I start singing. Or in pain, I start singing. Just so y'all know. And I don't mean like cute singing, like how we did at Soft Girl Sunday. I mean like those spirituals, like that. I have to. It gives me strength. Um,
I'm not doing this with you, but
it does. Does
uh,
nobody else do that? Like you've never started singing when you're in pain?
no,
Oh, okay.
no. I get angry when I'm in pain. Leave me alone.
No, that too. But the singing is what I use to cope. That's what I use. It gives me that
I'm
soft.
covered with my bed and pillow. Leave me alone.
That's a good coping mechanism too. But
I'm
what about
covered
when
with
you're not able to cope with your bed and pillow? What about when you're out somewhere or when you're in the middle of something? How do you cope? You don't just pull your bed and pillow out your pocket. So like
I'm
what do
mute.
you say you're mute?
I mute because she's not always cute. She's not always cute. She is not always cute. No.
You gotta know yourself. That's what they say. Okay. I'm dropping it in the comments, guys, and then MJ is going to take it away with the Queen's Digital Studio. Here is the link if anybody wants to go and claim that. And then the last thing, I think I said it, but let me make sure I put it out there. If you are part of our rewards program, you can use your rewards on this. If you are a member of the directory, you can purchase either of the bundles or both of the bundles. If you are not a member of the directory, you can purchase the YouTube bundle. The visibility package is exclusively for directory members because they're already a part of the platform. So we're just boosting the visibility, because the benefit of it is like, okay, people already know who you are. They've seen you. They're watching you.
Mhm.
They've checked your websites out. And now I'm just putting you out there even more. So it's just that extra boost and reminder. But all right, let me let you take it away. And let me put your website up here at the top.
Yay. All right. So, the Queen's Digital Studio. She's the baby of the umbrella. She's only been around for a little less than a year. She'll be a year at the end of this year. But the Queen's Digital Studio is literally that. It's the digital product store. So, if you are looking for digital products, journals, templates, planners are digital products. What a lot of people don't know is websites are a digital product. Link and bio pages, so like your link tree, if you ever decided to design your link tree, that's a digital product. There's a lot of different digital products out there that people don't know about, and products that can be turned from digital to physical, business cards, um, notebook notebook designs. Okay. There's so many different things that can be turned into a from a digital to a physical product. What we are focusing on over here at the Queen's Digital Studio is going to be done for you social media. Now, like a lot of people that I am collaborating with, I don't always want to spend all of my time on social media. I don't. Okay, social media can be depressing. There can be a lot of stuff going on social media that it just brings down energy,
Right? Oh
and
my
I don't
God.
want that type of stuff
Oh
around me all
my
the time.
God.
So that's the problem. What's the solution? The solution is having stuff that is already done that you can post and play and have a great day. Oh, I need to put that on a t-shirt. Post and play and have a great day. Hold on. Hold on.
Girl, she talking about posted. She done got a notebook. Oh, did you get the MJ's Tees and Custom Designs notebook at least? Is that what you got?
It's sitting over here, but no, that's not what I got. You know why
Girl,
hold
go ahead
on.
and put that notebook on there real quick. Let them see it. Bam. She talking about post and play. Let me write that down.
Because
No,
listen, half
absolutely.
the time I come up with some of these crazy sayings and I don't remember them because
Right? Like, no, you're so right though. I'm about, don't worry, because when I get my nice little kit from MJ's Tees, I'm gonna have my little notebook too. Because let me tell you, there's so many times when I said something and I'm like, that's good. And then I don't
right.
go and write it down in the moment. That's why you need to
I
have your
have to. I have to because if I don't, I'm gonna forget. So post and play and have a great
all right,
day.
let's go get my
Um,
I was supposed to been gone. I got distracted.
you got
And then
distracted. Go get
yes, Nicole's over here laughing. She said clock it expeditiously.
your snack. Listen, for real though. But that's the goal at the Queen's Digital Studio. See, I done got mixed up. She done got me tied up. But anyway,
My bad,
um post and play, have a great day, done for you social media. That's what we are focusing on at the Queen's Digital Studio. I do have some updates that I'm not sure if I want to share yet, but I think I need to share
okay,
the
I'm about to go get my snack for real this time. But why do you do that? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it really does drive me crazy. She'll be like, I
good
think I have some updates.
good. I
And
hope
then
it
she'll
does.
pause
Because
and
when
then you
because
get
when
all
you do it to
excited.
us, it does the same thing.
Listen,
Have a
and then when
great
she
day. Go
get
get
all
your
like
snack. Have a great day. Okay.
listen, and then she'll pause and she'll be all dramatic and you get all excited and you build up the
Like,
excitement and then she says, and I don't think I'm gonna reveal those
I
yet,
don't
but
think I'm
I'll
ready
come
to
back.
share that yet. I don't think I'm ready to share that yet.
All right, let me go get my
But
snacks.
but done for you social media is what we do offer other digital products. So we do digital product journals, planners. I do t-shirt designs as a t-shirt business. I do t-shirt designs for those who might want to just purchase a design, who may have a business that does it for them. But my focus is done for you social media because again, I don't want to spend all my day on social media trying to figure out. And if this is also you, let me know in the comments. In order for you to have an engagement post done on your social media, you have to think about what you want to write. Then you have to go and you have to think about what color that you might want to use on said design. Then you have to go and type up said design, post said design. By the time you get finished doing all that, you don't want to go back and engage with the people. Also, if you are a person who likes to scroll Pinterest and you're going for social media posts to post onto your personal page, business page, community page, what have you, sitting down and having to find the post that doesn't have anything to do with anybody else's brand, because a lot of this stuff can be branded, or just having the time to sit down and take one day a month to schedule out all that stuff. I was doing that, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I was doing that. I was sitting down for my travel community. I would sit down once a month. I was scrolling through Pinterest. I was saving images to my computer. And then I was going to add those images to my Facebook group. And then I had to go in and make sure that I didn't schedule extra posts on that day. It got to be a lot. It really did. So when I sat down and I came up with the Queen's Digital Studio, first off, we did not start here, but I'll go back to the origin stories in a minute. When I sat down for this, my thing was done for you social media because, like everybody else, I have a life. I have a life outside of social media. I am a real person in real life. I'm not a robot. I go through things sometimes. I get sick. I get tired. I don't want to look at social media. But as a business owner, you can't just go off the grid because if you're invisible, you're broke. Okay. If you are invisible on these social media platforms, you are broke. Okay. So I wanted to do something to where I can, make this stuff in batches, post it out or schedule it out for those who have the scheduling capabilities because you may not have it, and still enjoy my life. Okay. So the done for you social media is really that's my baby because I'm actually using those products myself. If you have engaged, if you have been on my personal page, right now it has been the affirmations. So if you have seen the affirmations on my personal page, that was done via the Queen's Digital Studio. Okay. If you have seen the engagement post that was done via the Queen's Digital Studio. Because again, I have things to do outside of social media, but I want to make sure that my brand is still represented. So if you've seen those posts, you've engaged with them, you have interacted with the Queen's Digital Studio. Okay. Now we do sell our done for you social media um, posts in packs. Okay. One of the things that I do need to update is we will be moving our website yet again. I gotta stop right here and I gotta be transparent with y'all with the Queen's Digital Studio. And I told Katan this in consultation. The Queen's Digital Studio has felt like a foster kid. Okay. And the reason why I felt like it has been the foster kid is because I've not had a place where I was happy with everything, where I was confident enough to put it all out there. Now, some time later, some dollars later, I think I'm in a place where I'm confident enough to use, maybe two or three platforms. Um, but I wanted something to where, and this was my thing. I love some of the digital content creator spots that they have, but my customers what I want for my customers is the ability for you all to make a cart. I don't think the digital product field understands how important that is because to have to go back, you find one product that you like, you check out, you get that product, to have to go back and check back out again, and check back out again, and check back out again, and check back out again. That's not it for me. So I wanted to find a space where you can build your cart. If you found $50 worth of digital products that you like, you can make that transaction once. That's my thing. Now, some people may not agree with that, but that's my thing. I want you to be able to make that purchase one time, one cart, and move on about your day. So for me, that has been the hardest thing in the digital product space. I think I found it. It took me going back to a spot I said I didn't want to go back to, but here we are. Sometimes you got to learn the lessons the hard way. And in the Queen's Digital Studio, I definitely feel like I learned the lessons the not so easy way. I won't say hard, but the not so easy way. Um, but we have found our space. You won't see it on the front end. You'll still interact with the current page until I move it. Once I move it, you'll still go to the queensdigitalstudio.net. You'll still be able to do what you want to do. There's no downtime. We're not taking the site down to do nothing. We're just simply building our new home while the one we have up is still available. So it's still available for you to shop right now. Okay. What was I saying? The done for you social media. We do sell them in packs. However, um, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and put out all the announcements. 'Cause at this point, it ain't gonna be no point in holding them no more. Ain't gonna be no point in holding them no more. We are building a community, a vault. It's actually a community and a vault where you'll be able to get all of the social media posts that are done by me that you can use for your own personal social media. So affirmation posts, engagement posts, you will be able to get access to that. It will be a monthly cost, or or we will be considering yearly options. The yearly options will be going on to our new page once we get that up and going. We've already had customers on our new page, but I have not made the complete switch over yet. There's still some products on the old shop that I want to move over to the new shop. Um, but once we do that and we switch it over, you won't see any, there won't be no lag and downtime. You'll be able to get what you want, um, no matter which platform it is. Okay. So those are a couple of things that's going on with the Queen's Digital Studio. But for example, we have let's see what we do. We had our 30-day affirmations. It was a 30 pack of affirmations that you can use to post on your social media for 30 days. That was available on our old sites. We will be adding that to our new site. We will be doing our yearly community access. Thank you. Thank you. It's coming together. Me and that conversation with Tisha, my Tisha, my Tisha, definitely made this happen because it was time. We are also, and I have not told anybody this part yet, so listen very closely, very, very closely. Somewhere between now and the end of the year, we will have an affiliate program. We will have an affiliate program. I've already started writing up the guidelines for the affiliate program. I already know which platform I'm going to use for the affiliate program. I've already tested this platform for the affiliate program because what I wanted to do, I wanted to make sure that whenever I do launch this affiliate program, because it's coming, that it's not taking any additional monies from you. If it's going to take any monies from anybody, it would be from me. As the designer, as the creator, I did not want my affiliates to be affected by any platform fees or transaction fees. So I wanted to find a platform that will do that. I found one. Okay. I found one. So we are working on that. We have our guide coming up. So just a little bit about the affiliate program. Let's just say, for example, you love the digital products that you see. You will then be able to, take that information, sell them to your community, and you'll be able to earn a commission from those products that you are promoting to your community, your friends, your family, people that love, know, and trust you. So I'm excited for all the things that are coming to the Queen's Digital Studio. But I do want to um, make sure that you are subscribed to the Digital Tribe. I'm going to, once we get back to what we were doing, I'm going to get into the comments and I'm going to drop the link to the new site for the Queen's Digital Tribe. In the Queen's Digital Tribe, you are receiving a coupon code for a 7-day social media sample pack. We are able to post those. That is a 7-day pack. So you'll have 7 days of engagement questions as just a way for you to learn about, what we're doing, the things that we have in store while we are continuing to work on our community and we are continuing to work on our affiliate program and getting everything over to our new website and our forever home or hopefully permanent home. That's not going to be something that changes every 6 months. Again, I'm being very transparent here. It's been a long journey with the Queen's Digital Studio because there's so many different platforms and there's so many different things, and I wanted to find a space. Like I said, the shopping cart is important to me. I want for my people to be able to make their purchase one time without having to go back and do it again and again and again and again, and then it after a while, because I know me, you got maybe about 2, maybe 3, and then I'm through. Either I forgot what else I wanted to buy, or I'm through putting in my information. And I wanted my people to be able to go run up their cart, use coupon codes because we do have coupon codes available to you. Run up your cart, use coupon codes, get it all done in one transaction. Or just in case something happens, you're at lunch and you couldn't finish the transaction, that's okay. We'll be able to, track that information. So that's some of the things that's going on over at the queensdigitalstudio.net. Um, our website is still available for you to shop the old products. I'm not sure if all of those products are going to make it over to the new website. Some of them I know will be making it, but I don't think all of them will make it. So if there's something over there on the old website that you like, you might want to go and snatch it now. Because if I have my way, all of them may not make it over to the new website. So go snatch, go snatch, go snatch. And the prices that's on the current website may not reflect the prices that's going to be on the new website. So you might want to go get them now.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your updates, MJ, because that is a lot of exciting stuff you got going on
It
for your
is.
brands. I just realized, just got a memo. I do have to. Well, we're actually right on time because our expo ended at 5:30, so we just stayed a little bit over, had some great conversation. But we do have one last event. I did have to cancel some events, so if anybody had online events, check your emails. But What was I? Oh yeah, got to make sure that I get all this information for our upcoming Soft Girl Sunday, everything transferred over, and all of our sponsors announced. And then we have a Patreon meetup at 8 p.m. this evening for the Boss Babe release room. So anybody on our Patreon, you can come check it out, have a great time, release, talk about things you got going on, and just talk about life, business in general. We got that flexibility, but I got to hop off to hurry up and do that because I forgot I have a couple of things I need to answer. Um, but outside of that, Taz been wonderful.
It's been great.
I don't even know if Taz is a word, but thank you guys. I'm really glad we were able to do this expo. I appreciate you, MJ, for joining us. Thank you for being a part of our platform.
Thank
And
you.
anyone that's watching the replay, we will have some snippets of the products that she showed off. We had a lot of conversation today at this expo. She talked about MJ's Tees and Custom Design. She showed us some of the products. She showed us the notebook, the polos. She has new items, new names for some of her bundles. She's changed some items around in the bundles to make it a little bit more flexible for entrepreneurs in different parts of the U.S., whether you're in the South or you're in, up there in the North. And then also the Queens Digital Studio, she just shared those updates as well. So thank you again. I appreciate you for having all your brands in our directory, and I appreciate you for being a member and all your
Thank
support.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate all of your support, all of your positive wishes, prayer. I appreciate every single one of you during this time. But also, I appreciate our followers and our viewers on YouTube for just being amazing, encouraging, and so supportive every time we get on and we do these expos. It's always a pleasure to have conversations with y'all. So we will see you soon. Thanks for watching.